And they flew in today, and they play at Ontario tomorrow night. So a very quick trip out west. But after that, it's a 5-game homestand for Wave fans. As that's a great ball in, and it's the opening goal for the San Diego Sockers. It's El Vaquero who scores it, and I think he was trying to float that to the back post, ended up guiding it into the upper corner.
Yeah, you know, that's a typical indoor goal. He's trying to find somebody on the back post or up front, and it goes off one of the defenders on it for an own goal. But that's why you just try to put the ball on goal or close to the goal no matter what for indoor, because you never know what's going to happen.
So you could see Pereira there was screaming, where's the pressure? And what a save that was from Toth. Well, it opened up for a second for Fontana, but Toth came up trumps.
Yeah, what a great ball. That's the first time I saw Milwaukee go deep. They went deep, and Fontana got the ball off the boards. Great save by Toth. Unbelievable. Came out, got the right angle for it.
Well, now nobody's tracked the run of Tony Walls coming up this near side. And he shoots, and Toth had his near post covered. 2 big saves from Toth in quick succession. And Walls, will it be third time lucky for Milwaukee? Excellent patience, and it's 1-1.
Well, that all started with a breakdown in defense, and there was a runner that ran, and there was a miscommunication. No one stayed with the run. They basically had a breakaway. Walls had a breakaway, and Toth had a great save. And came back out, and he had 2 defenders on him, and he got by him. Walls got by him and just knocked the ball to the back post. Yeah, again, I'm disappointed on the free kick by the Sockers. They've had 3 free kicks tonight, and none of them has produced a very good shot other than the straight shot.
That's a tremendous ball from Ferdinand, and an easy finish in the end. Well, he hurt himself on it, but that was a gorgeous pass. And Milwaukee has a 2-1 lead with 6 minutes and 3 seconds remaining in the first half.
What a great ball that was by Ferdinand. That's from on his half of the field all the way down to almost inside the box, through ball, back post.
He's got Pereira popping out, and it's played too far behind him. And instead it's going to be a 2-on-1 going the other way if Rampa can spot it. Tries to play it off the boards. It's over Toth. Well, that's an interesting goal, but it doesn't matter. It's 3-1 in favor of Milwaukee, and it all started on a breakdown right off the set piece coming out of the timeout.
Yeah, it's like a timeout in football. You have a timeout in football, and you're supposed to get everything right, and then you come out and run a play, and you lose 10 yards. That's exactly what this is. If you're going to get a timeout, you need to get something that's going to be executed right, that's supposed to be done the right way, and you're definitely not supposed to give up a goal. I mean, that's what you don't want in this whole situation here with the Sockers.
4 seconds left. In Milwaukee now 2 for 0 on the penalty kill, and they have a player out of the box, so it's going to be a 3-on-2. Tovar struggling to get back. Clears there. It's in the middle. It's an easy tap in for Greenfield. And a great job by Radoncic coming out of the box and running into the center to create that space for Greenfield to make the run to the back post.
Yeah, that was a great job by him holding the ball, hitting it to the back post. But again, I don't think the Sockers are organized on their penalty, a man up, being a man up. Power play wasn't organized, and I know the success that they've had, but now you're playing a team that is twice as good as the teams they've been playing lately. So that needs to be much better. Now you gave up a goal. Now you're 3 goals down.
The Sockers players screaming at each other at the moment. It's not something you want to see. Reza was given a dressing down by Santos. Well, that's one way to say you're sorry he's played to him. Reza, that's a great ball to Pereira. Needs to have better control. Good job by Reza to step in and win it back in the corner. An excellent tracking back by Pereira as well. And then now a blue card's going to come out against Reza.
Yeah, that was definitely a blue card. He came in with his shoulder, with his elbow up.
Vorberg scoops it up and quickly rolls it off for Liete on the far side. Liete gets it off from Greenfield. Spinning away in the corner. Oh, lovely skill in the power play goal for the Milwaukee Wave, who now lead 5-1.
Well, you know, that was not a great goal for a power play. It was a 1v1, and I think he beat Evan McNeely twice and went through the legs of Toth. So that was not a pretty goal for a power play. But now we're going to see what the Sockers are made of. 5-1. This is what I'm talking about. Sitting up here, being in the game before, who's the emotional leaders on this team? Because those are the ones that count the most when you get into games like this.
30 seconds left on the penalty to Oliveira. Oh, another nice move in that corner. Layoff and another easy finish. I believe Radoncic will get the touch, but it was all the work in the corner of Ian Bennett to give Milwaukee the 6-1 lead.
Really impressed with that young kid, Bennett. He's a leader on the man down for Milwaukee, and he just was the leader of the last 2 power play goals, individual efforts that they've made. And so, you know, one of the things the Sockers need to do, they need to match effort. That's one thing they need to do, and right now they're being outworked. This is a good opportunity for the Sockers to get a goal here. Someone getting a shot.
Matt Clare hits it through and scores. Sockers have pulled one back. It's a lifeline with 13 minutes and 33 seconds remaining in regulation. And it's Matt Clare with his 12th goal in 6 games. Long time in coming, but he's finally off the mark here against Milwaukee.
That's a good goal, man down. You know, we talked about getting a goal on a free kick, so I think that's something that he needed. Sockers can get the next goal in the next couple minutes. 6-3, now we're talking about a comeback.
Back to Greenfield.
Watch for Bennett on the back side, on the back post.
The ball off the boards falls kindly for Radoncic. Instant reply from the Milwaukee Wave. Have their 5-goal lead back at 7-2.
You know, and the power play for Milwaukee just seemed to be in the groove, whereas the power play for the Sockers, it seems like they had to work super hard at it, and that's really what it should look like. It should look like that on a power play.
As the Balls, the Sockers will recycle their runs in front of him. Another good opportunity. This time Reza, and he gets the tap in. The Sockers have pulled it back to 7-3.
That's a good goal. It's a good goal. 7-3. You know, especially having a man up, pulling the 6th attacker, just get the ball on goal. A couple shots that they've had over the last minute and a half has been high. It hasn't been on goal. And anytime you want to do, you want to get it on goal. You never know what's going to happen.
This time they allow them to take the free kick from very far away from the spot of the foul. It's Pereira, Zé Roberto. McNeely looking to unload one. Pereira at the back post, able to tap it in at the second time of asking. And all of a sudden, the Sockers are back within 3. It's Nick Pereira. It's 7-4.
Yeah, here we go, right? That's what we talk about. You get one goal, they come in bunches. Looks like the Sockers are set up really good right now.
McNeely asking for the ball right in front of the net. The shot comes in, takes a deflection. Great reaction save from Vorberg to push it over his crossbar.
It's okay. Here's a free kick now. It's a corner kick. It's a free kick for the Sockers. They need to set this up. They need to be unselfish with this. It's a huge, huge goal right here. 7-5 will make a difference in this game.
Velez leaves it off. Childs rolls it along the boards. Pereira was stationed in the corner into the middle, and McNeely bundles it over the line. 7-5. It's game on at the Valley View Casino Center with 7 minutes and 48 seconds left in regulation. And what seemed to be an improbable comeback is becoming more and more realistic here in Southern California. Oh, and just missing, and now it's a 2-on-1. Ferdinand and Bennett. Tremendous tackle from Zé Roberto.
Great. That's the difference right there. That's the difference. Now here we go.
And this is Pereira. He's working 1-on-2. Looking, sprinting to get forward, just missing the back post. And that should have been a tap-in as well there. And now a delayed penalty against the Milwaukee Waves. The shot comes in and Toth just missing. And now with the touch of the ball from Ian Bennett, the San Diego Sockers will go on the power play. They had the chance on the counterattack, just missed, but they do draw the blue card. Now he's popped up wide. He's trying to...
Nick has to get rid of the ball. He holds the ball way too long, especially when you're a man up. It's got to be a two-touch. Get it, and get it to Childs. Childs needs to get the ball.
Childs is camped out on the far corner. Now he gets the ball. In for Pereira. Back to Childs. Lovely goal. And the Sockers are back within one.
What we just talked about, right? We're giving Childs the ball. The first touch he gets on a power play, he scores a goal. You got to know who you're playing with, and you got to get him the ball. If I'm Nick Pereira, I'm going to take 2 touches on the ball. I'm going to find Childs, and he's going to give me the ball back. If he's not going to score, we're going to score a goal.
The entire stadium is up at its feet. Sockers with a power play goal are back within one. This is a Milwaukee team that's lost their last 2 games by 1 goal. Do they have that sinking feeling of here we go again?
Yeah, it could be. You know, history has a tendency to repeat itself.
And they're going to say Toad stepped out. It's going to be a blue card, and it's going to be a penalty shootout for the Milwaukee Wave. Oh, how that changes the complexion of the game.
Yeah, that's something that you definitely didn't need it. I don't know if there's going to be a replay on the board or not, but
Santos was pointing up to the Jumbotron, telling the referee to watch the replay.
Yeah.
So if Ferdinand doesn't score this, then play will continue, but the Sockers will be on the penalty kill. Ferdinand walks in and shoots high. The Sockers are still in with a fighting chance. But now the Sockers have to go forward. 37 seconds left, trailing 7-6.
You got to get the ball down low.
Well, it's off the boards. Pereira gets by 1, leaves it off for Childs. Childs' effort is blocked. Bennett comes in. And then getting an important touch was Velez, but there's 17 seconds left on the clock.
They're going to have one more chance.
Played in and over the glass. So it'll be a goalie restart for Vorberg.
Not a good ball.
That could very well do it.
Not a good ball. Needs to be a better ball. They had still had 15 seconds left. They could have just taken a touch.
Well, 10 seconds left. And it looks like the comeback run will fall just short. Pereira spinning, 4 seconds. 3, it's going to have to be Claire, plays it in, Childs, and Vorberg makes the save, and Milwaukee hold on for the victory. Oh, the miraculous comeback was almost completed, but the ball ends in the hands of Vorberg, who tacks on another win for his Wave career. And the Milwaukee Wave are back in 500 at 6-6 as they hang on here at the Valley View Casino Center.